Hey guys, this is going to be my March wrap-up and April TBR where I go through the books that I read in March and tell you really quickly what I thought about them, and then go through the books that I plan to read in April. Here's the thing. I was extremely behind on my Goodreads challenge. I still am behind on my Goodreads challenge because about halfway through March I had yet to finish one book this month, and I decided that I was going to read more, or attempt to read more, and for the rest of March I have seriously been doing nothing but school stuff, writing, and reading. In doing that, I managed to finish exactly 3 books, which is not good at all. I'm not as far behind on my Goodreads challenge as I had been, but I'm still really behind, and it didn't work out quite as well as I had hoped, but if I hadn't done it, I'd probably be further behind, and I might not have even finished any books in March, so I'm gonna go with it. But let's go through the books that I did manage to finish. First book is the one that I was reading almost the entirety of March. I started at the very end of February and didn't finish it until March 24th. And so, I'm pretty sure even for the first week that I was trying to read more, I was still only reading this, which means that I read the other 2 books in about a week, a little more than a week, so that's good, I guess. But it's Crossed by Ali Condi, which I gave 2 out of 5 stars. This is the second Matched book. I read Matched last year and was kind of just thought it was okay. I didn't have any strong feelings either way. I disliked this one even more. My review of it's already up, but basically this is a trilogy, and this is the middle book, and I know a lot of people talk about how middle books typically suffer. I never really have that problem. I don't typically feel that way in trilogies, but I did in this one. It definitely felt like it was just leading up to the 3rd book, and the first half of it in particular is extremely boring because it felt like nothing happened. And then I didn't find the romance very believable in the first book, and it just got worse in this book. And the thing is, I feel like the author was trying to address the kind of things that I brought up in my review about, and trying to make it work more, but it just got worse to me. So I'm probably going to read the 3rd book, but I'm not in a huge rush to read the 3rd book. Next book is really short, which is why I was able to read it so quickly, but it is The Student's Guide to Liberal Learning by James V. Shaw, S.G. This is one of the books that was a school book. I got this as a freshman in our beginning freshman class kind of thing. As you can see, it's very short, and I gave this 2 out of 5 stars as well. I don't feel like there was largely a point to this, to be completely honest. I've also already reviewed this. Yeah, I reviewed this on my blog, so I just didn't like it. And then the last book that I read this month is on my phone, on the Kindle app on my phone, and that is This Is What You Just Put in Your Mouth by Patrick DiGiusto, which I gave 5 out of 5 stars, which is nice after hardly being able to read anything and reading 2 books in a row that were only 2 stars. I highly recommend that book. I reviewed it on my blog the other day. The review's not that good because my keyboard's broken on my computer, and so I had to do the review with voice recognition, and it was really frustrating, so it was really short. And I wish it wasn't, because I love that book. But I think it's a really great book. I highly recommend it. It goes through different things, like everyday items. It talks about what's in them, but it's not to gross you out or anything like that. It's a very entertaining book, and I highly recommend it to pretty much everyone. And I'm going to go through 5 books that I'm hoping to read in April, but this is also the last month of the semester. The first week of May is my finals, and things are already crazy, and I only expect them to get worse in April. And all of my final papers are due within April, so this is almost definitely not going to happen, but I'm going to aim for these 5 books like I always do, and we will see. I did already finish one of them thanks to my reading thing. I finished this on April 1st, but I'm including it in my TBR. since I did finish it in April, and that's Catholicism Now I Get It by Claire Furious Smith. And this is one book that I had laying around for a really long time, and at first I couldn't remember where it came from, but I think I'm remembering now where it came from, and I think this is one of the books that I got when I graduated high school, like as a present from our church, I think. But I'm not going to talk about it yet because we'll pretend like I haven't finished it, but I haven't reviewed this one yet. I need to. That should be happening soon, probably on my blog. And then also on my Kindle right now, I'm reading a book called Schism, and 3 books that I haven't at all started reading yet. One of them, this one I'm probably going to start today or at least tomorrow. We'll see what happens, depending on what I managed to get done today of other stuff. But it's 101 Things to Do Before You Graduate by Patricia Hudak and Julian Gordon. This is another one of the books. This came from the same class as this. It was the first class that like all freshmen, not the first class, but like the class that all freshmen are required to take to like introduce us to college or whatever. And I'm pretty sure that the only thing we did with this book was we had to choose one thing from it and actually do it and then write about doing it, I think. I'm a junior now, and in my second semester of my junior year. I only have 3 semesters left after this because I'm going to be a 3-semester senior. But I want to go ahead and read this anyway, see what's in here. Maybe I'll get some ideas for things to do. I don't know. Then another school book. This is also from my freshman year. It's a literature textbook that is from my freshman English class. It was there are 2 like English classes that everyone's required to take, whether they're a major or not, and I tested out, or I didn't test, yeah, I tested out of one of them because of my AP English score, and, well, no I didn't, because I got, okay, hold on, I took AP English, I also took college credit English in high school. They were the same class. And so one of those 2 things got me out of the lowest English class in the like first one that everyone has to take, because like only one of them could transfer as a credit. But anyway, the point. So this is the textbook from the second English class that everyone has to take, which is more focused on literature than the other one, I think, because I didn't take the other one, but I think the other one's more focused on writing, based on what I've heard, but I can't say that for sure. But this is the textbook from that, and I know it has at least one of my favorite short stories ever. I have like 3 short stories that I absolutely love. I actually think 2 of them are in here. But I want to go through and read more of this and see like what is in here. And the last book that I'm going to try to read this month is one that I won from Goodreads, and it's Without You There Is No Us by Suki Kim, which is a memoir on North Korea. And I'm actually writing a paper on I'm writing a paper on Korea right now, but it's Korean music, so it's not like really related to this. But I am extremely interested in this. So I'm looking forward to this, and that is all. Hopefully it would be awesome if I managed to read all those in April, but it's almost definitely not going to happen, so we'll see what I actually manage to do. But I will see you guys later. Bye.